Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to Being Inspired. You are the best part of YouTube learning channel. And in today's video, we are just going to learn that how to evaluate data types, complex data types in Python while using while loop, not for loop. Of course, you all know that while loop is little bit complex when compared to for loop, and that is the reason we are just always prefer for loop for this. So to not only by using for loop, we can also use while loop to do all these things. In our previous videos, we just learned how the while loop is going to execute the list or sequence in which Python is going to execute it. And in Python, we executed that. And in the previous video, one more thing we just done is we just find out the sum of all the elements of the list. Okay, friends. And now in this video, we are just going to cover that. You are just going to cover some more things like some more things regarding while loop, and now with the help of for loop, how it is going to be very easier, I'll show you. And now without getting late, we'll just start our video. Please share, like, subscribe my channel. If you are new, if you are watching for the first time my channel, just please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell icon also. If you hit that, what will happen? You never miss my updates. Thank you. If you find this video is going to be interested, just share it with your friends. Okay, now let's get started. And this is the things we done in the previous cases. And now same thing but a little bit change, but we are using for loop here. Total is equal to 0. Element is equal to 0. For element in num underscore list, total plus is equal to element, and now I want to print my total. Now I come out of the for loop, and in this I just want the sum of all elements in the list. And here it has to print the total. Okay friends, what I done and what we done in the previous case, that also is there for you here itself. Now what I done, I'll just explain it, and then we will move on to the present thing. Okay. I already mentioned that in order to iterate for loop in our preferred option is our preferred option, and we'll now see what exactly is that case. So we now make slight modifications to the code in the previous cell. Once again, we maintain two variables, that is total and element. And what the total is carrying is, which will keep track of running total, and the other one element is called, and the other one is called element, which is not serving as an index here in num underscore list, but it actually holds the element as we iterate over the list. Okay, so when we set up our for loop, that for each element in num underscore list will perform the following task, and the task include incrementing the value of the total and element at each iteration, and then we print out the value of our running total. When we run the cell, we observe that the output which is generated is exactly same as the output of our previous cell, where in our previous cell we use while loop, now in this we are using for loop. So what exactly is the difference in the code is, first of all, we don't need to maintain our index into list, since we get direct access to the elements using for loop. One more side effect of that is that no need to worry about our index is being out of the bounds of the list, since for loop will automatically terminate once each of the elements in the list have been completed. This is something which can be illustrated using our next example. Here I am going to initialize a list of 7 different parameters, and what are those we will see. Okay. So now what they are saying here is simple friends. What here they are saying is, here also like in this case I said I use two different elements. One is going to show the total of each and every iteration, and here element is going to act like a index of our num list. But here element is not acting like an index of our num list, and here our total is as usual, it is going to carry the total of each and every list, okay, each and every line. And whereas our element is going to count the number of elements here. Sorry, here I just kept print here. Here our element is going to catch the number of parameters, means how many numbers are given in this num underscore list. What are the numbers are given? These values are going to hold in the variable element. Okay, this is the benefit of the for loop. Now what we are going to do exactly is the same answer we will get, but here this element is going to, we are explaining to while loop very clearly that if it is going to exceed the length of the list, then you should not give a print. But whereas in for loop we no need to give any explanation to this, because it automatically terminates and it will not go for further looping value, further iterations. Now we will try to print out this. See here, the sum of all the elements in the list is 200. Okay. Now we move on to one more example. Now I said that I am going to give 7 different parameters. Now we are going to use a while loop in order to iterate over the items in the list. But now this time I am not going to perform any boundaries, any check or any length of any variables I am not going to give. We initialize a variable called count that I will give to 0, and this is going to serve as index to our smartphone underscore brands list. But within the while loop condition, we don't check the value of count is less than the length of the list, but we do specifically that arbitrary value, that is nothing but our count, should be less than 10. We ensure that this whole while loop iteration will continue even when the value of count goes to 7. See, I am going to give only 7 values, but in my condition I am just giving 10. If the count is less than 10, means the while loop is going to iterate, even the list is not there also, the while loop is going to get iterated. Now what is going to happen, we'll see now. So here I am just giving smartphone brands, I am just giving names, 4 brand names I am giving. So how many brand names are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I just want to give only 7 names, and then I am giving count is less than 0, while count is less than 10, but actually I given only 7 names. Now I am asking to print my smartphone brands of count, and now for each and every iteration it has to be incremented by 1. Okay, now I am asking it to print. See why it is printed only 2, Vivo and Apple, the last 2 only it printed. What is the reason? Sorry, count is less than 0 again. See here, you are getting indexes, we are getting an error that is called index error, and you just given only 7 brands, but you are asking a Python to execute 10 brands. How is it possible? We didn't given. So that is the reason it is going to throw an error to us. So that's what they are saying here. Phone brands listed are printed out. However, we also get an index error. Giving that, we try to access which does not exist, means we give only 7 names and we are asking the loop to iterate for 10 times. This is why iterating over a list using while loop we will have to make use of length variable of the list, length of smartphone brands. This is the 7 in case of smartphone brands, and we need to ensure that the value of the index is always less than the value of why we use it in the condition of our while loop. And in this run there is no error which is thrown. So it should be clear to you now that there will be little more work which we need to do when you are using this. So now I am just going to give length of when count is less than, instead of 10 I will just give this length of my smartphone brands. Now if I execute this I will not get any index error. See here, while loop in order to iterate over a sequence or a list as equals to for loop, as long as we take care of this, though there are few operations which are easier to perform using while loop. So for example, if we want to print out for every alternate element with the same smartphone underscore brands list, we use the same while loop as we did before, but at each iteration we have to increment the value by 2. Now I don't want to know, I don't want all the values, I just want only even numbers, means 0, 2, 4, 6. This is 0, this is 2 and 4 and 6. So that is the reason we got printed out as Samsung, Nokia, Oppo and Apple. So in that way also you can just, so running this you will get the smartphone underscore brands list. Okay friends, so how to evaluate your complex data types by using while loop we just saw here in different ways. If we use while, what is the reason we are going for loop, and what is the reason we are using length variable for in condition of while using while loop. That we learned here. I hope you all understand today's class, and if you find it benefitable to you, just please share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.